This is the second part of the program, as I was discussing with you. That formal function was about interacting with the office bearers and as a society, what their intentions are, communication. And now we are coming to the operations part of the program. Correct? So my intention of this talk is to give you a reason to sit in the class. Correct? All of you should know why you are sitting in the class. Why you have to come week after week and sit in this class. If that question is addressed, I think my job also will be easy, and to that extent you will also feel you have done justice for your time. Correct? That's the main and I wanted to take about an hour of your time with your permission. Is it okay? Because this is the first, we have not met all together, and it's an opportunity for me to share my thoughts loud and clear with all the people at one time, so that there will not be any ambiguity about. So as I was coming back to this, see exactly what to continue our previous discussion. Theme of my course is cooperation is key to success. We seek tremendous cooperation from our students. We are not here to boss around. They have, in fact, they have nicknamed me as the dean of the course, but I think I have never taken any action as a dean. Correct? So the question is, we seek cooperation and we will give back tremendous cooperation. And Ramesh is there, who will interact with you on day-to-day basis. So please, we are the center point. So please come and meet Ramesh and myself for all your difficulties. We are here to resolve any difficulty as far as the academic and post-academic is concerned. Fine. Now, as to continue the principle of perpetual growth, that's what I was telling them. The principle of perpetual growth is no end for this group. Okay? See, my talk is centered around three important questions. One, to give you a big picture of the need for management education. You know the big picture? You should have a canvas. As big the canvas, so big your painting can be. Choose your canvas. If it's big, you will be big. If the canvas itself is small, your life story also will be small. And why you should choose Bhavan's PGA? What is the uniqueness of Varsity Therapy? What is the uniqueness about our program? Why we are conducting this program, our philosophy at Bharati Vidya program. Third one is, what is there in future? Already I am talking about 2011 January past. Okay, not 2000 January, 2012. What happens to all of you after January 2012? I already decided what should be your approach for that. Okay? So don't think this is the starting. Already we have come to the end of the program in our mindset. Because our responsibility is so huge here in this organization. So these three, I will just touch upon them. We will come back to this presentation later. I'll just give you an overview, because we can't cover all these things in a short span of 1 hour or 45 minutes, what is left with us. Fine? The big picture. Please observe this slide for a moment. You see the different components in here of the picture. First is that there is a plan, a dream here. That's what all of you have come here. Correct? You are not happy with the status quo with your life. If you are happy with your status quo, you would not be here. You feel something unfulfilled at this point of time. That's why you are all. Okay? That has kindled a dream amongst you. Now, this plant of dream, if it has to improve, it needs water, manure and all these things. What is that we are giving? As our friend was telling you, knowledge. This is our strength here. We at Bhavan's PGMP, we have this strength, which has been tested again and again. So we are pouring that knowledge to your dream, and we call this more or less as a gardening program. Already some dreams are there. I am not putting dreams into your mind. The dreams has to be nurtured, and we are able to give you the ingredients in the form of our time and resources to do that. Clear? The objective of the course? Keep the picture front and back of your mind. Wherever you go, put that picture in your mind. But when you sit in the class, bring that picture, then you know a reason to sit here. That's your logo for PGMP. Now, let us come to the all-time basic questions. Any human being has got these three questions, right? Always. Who am I? Why I have come here onto this earth? Did I choose my parents? Did I choose India as my country? It's not so. Who am I? Why I have come to this? More or less like a spiritual quest. Clear? We are not addressing that type of questions. We have got, in Bharati Vidya Bhavan, we have a special course for that, but PGMP is not the course for to do that. That you should go to Ramana Maharshi Ashram to find out where am I. Fine. Where I am going? This is important question. No? Point A to point B. Unless you have point A and point B, you don't know, you are lost. So where I am going and what I am doing to go to the destination I am. Correct? Where I am going, what I am doing are the important questions for which you have all come here to see answers. Everyone chooses for an appropriate moment. Correct? As we were telling, procrastination. When I should do it. Here we have got GK Arvindo, correct? I think he also came last year when he came back and inquired some details on listening. Most of the people have come here, got details, will have next time, correct? As Nagaraj was telling. So everyone of us wait for a moment. Even our New Year resolutions, we wait for New Year first to make a resolution. It could have been done on any day, but we want a moment to start. I think this is the moment. All of you have chosen this particular phase of time as a moment to take that plunge into knowing that person. This is a simple model. There are a lot of complex models of leadership. As in leadership, you must have studied. A lot of complex models are there. New theories have come to leadership. But this I am demonstrating as a very simple model. See, in the individual, at the earlier phases of our career, we have these jobs. Planning, organizing, directing, controlling. Correct? Every day you have a small team to work with. Afterwards, you become a boss. Then the problem starts because you have to get the work done by somebody. It's easy to do the work, rather difficult to get the work done through someone. Clear? So you have to motivate, you have to train, you have to coach. It doesn't stop there. Then you have to move to self-management and time and task management. People will look up to you, whether you are believable, trustable. Believability factor should come. Because you are not only having one team, you have to handle layers in the organization. You have the picture for them. They see you and infer it. Correct? So you should have a very good self-management and time and task management system. Ultimately, every one of us wants to become a leader. Who wants to be a subordinate? I don't think anybody of us wants to be a subordinate. Correct? We want to be the bosses in charge. That is the final destination. So this you can keep as a very simple model. Let us discuss the complex models when we come to the leadership class. But this picture is clear to you. What everybody wants to do in the general. So this model, recently I was going through one of the presentations from Harvard Business School professor about the same leadership. The book is about Awaken the CEO in You. How many of you have read that? You have heard of it. Awaken the CEO in you. Each one of us is a CEO. That is the message I want to give all of you. In this class, you are the CEO of your company. Janardhan and company, you are the CEO. This is your company you are running. With that mindset you should come here. Then only you are able to put what is learned into your dream. Right now we are all working for somebody else's dream, correct? Wipro dream, Infosys dream, but what is our mind dream? So, what are the things that will happen? What are the questions the leaders at the helm of affairs of multinational companies ask? This is based on a survey. What are the questions these CEOs ask? First question, why I am hired by this company? If somebody hires you, you yourself should start doubting why I am hired. Why this particular person has come and picked me up of all so many people in the world? Doubt will come now. Am I the best person for the job? Naturally, not only the doubt will come, they in turn will ask the company. They don't accept a job. They will in turn ask the company, what? Is there a career path? Because you want to be a leader, no? Is there a career path? Does this company help me to grow? How early I can run the company? I am not here to do the mundane routine jobs. I want to be running the company. And am I able to retain objectivity being inside outsider? Inside outsider is, though you are within the company, you are to see yourself as an outsider, how the outsiders will look at you. This is the first question. Anybody will ask, should ask why I am hired by a company. Next important question. Can I meet the numbers at the target? Correct? All of us have got that problem. Targets, numbers, correct? What are the sub-questions for that? Am I a performer? Is not so? Am I a performer? First. Am I developing the reputation for meeting commitments? These are the doubts, no? Can I get along with peers without causing anxiety to them? Fear, no pressure, no? There should be competitive forces among the level people, whether I should help Janardhan or not, whether Janardhan will overtake and lead me. That fear always there. Peer, no, getting a peer support is extremely difficult. I think all of you must have gone through all that. So how do you get along with the peers? Their peers always will be there, wherever you go. You should know the tricks. How to manage your colleagues, very, very important. Am I managing my boss? Biggest question. Because the boss who is going to decide, you are no time. Am I able to manage the boss? Correct, Pramod? Because the boss is the decision maker, or whether you like it or not. Does my subordinate look up to me for their career growth? This is also important. Correct? Somebody should trust you in the organization. If I work for him, he is not going to kick the ladder and go higher. He will also carry me along. That fear always is there with the subordinate. Whether I work for him with full effort and energy, will he take me or drop me like a hot potato? Genuine questions, universal questions. What happens next? Am I focusing on self-improvement? Yeah? What are the sub-questions here? Is my network and recognition growing outside the company? Am I known outside the company? That's why networking abilities. That's why when they come and meet all of them, I tell, don't join this course for the sake of certificate. You get 30 friends. Clear? Make friends. 30 friends is a very rich group. Even today I can tell you in the first group, everyone is on the Facebook. Even after 5 years. Now they are the real friends. I think they must have forgotten their college friends, no high school friends. But they have never forgotten PGMP friends. Because it's current, no? So, you have to grow your network. And am I serving the community? Community, very important. Am I aware of what is going around me and the world outside? Or like a Pupo Mandoka, no? Am I aware? Now at least you know what is happening in Bharti Vidya Bhavan. Yesterday you did not know. Today, to the extent somehow you are moved one notch higher. And can I be a part of a NGO? NGO is stand for non-government office. Bharti Vidya Bhavan is one such. As I told you, there is no MD here. Okay, this is run by society. Next important question. Am I leading a balanced life? This is what most of you are having, no? Work-life balance, whether I can manage family, children, okay, holidays, wedding anniversaries, birthday parties. It will happen on Saturday, Sunday. What I should do? You are in a dilemma. Whether I should go there or I should. So, how do you balance your work life? Am I a good family man? This is important. Not take family into consideration. Okay, lot of cooperation is required for the family. And finally, am I a good citizen for this? That's what we are doing. We want to build educational equity among the society. Educational equity is our goal. Even if one manager grows one step higher, I think we are happy. Because he in turn is having a cascading effect. Correct? He will help another person. He will help another person. So cascading effect in the fountain you see now, step by step. So we are interested in making educational equity. These are our plan of action. So the question is, can PGMP be a tool? This is not a solution. This course is not a solution. We are not offering a ready-made solution. We are showing you a tool, like hammer or a sickle or something. You should use the tool. But generally, people get confused here when they join this course. Role clarity. They don't know where they are in the company. Most of the people. See, that's why this slide I have put. See, there is something called in company, strategy level with the senior managers or consultants. Strategy, investment decisions, hiring decisions, policy decisions. They are all strategic decisions. Most of us at this point of time, barring few exceptions, we are not in the strategic level. Nobody is giving us a lot of money to spend. Correct? So that's where the investments come, strategic level. Next is middle management level. You are given the resources to manage. Most of us are middle managers. Then knowledge level. Most of the engineers, we bring knowledge into the company. So knowledge level and data workers. Most of the engineers in the group, I am telling you about the majority. Lowest level is the operating level. I think you have grown one notch higher than the being the operations. Some assistants you must be having in your present, correct? Some one or two assistants minimum will be there. So you are not here, you are not there, you are somewhere sandwiched between these two. You are all knowledge workers. Your next level should be from middle level, how do I go to strategic level? That is the goal. Clear? And there are various departments in a company: sales, marketing, manufacturing, finance, accounting, HR. Correct? So all departments will have this one. There will be a growth like this. There will be a growth like this. HR strategy is different, marketing strategy is different. Okay? So you should know where you want to be, how to be, which level in the organization, or your next job where it should lead you. Keep this as a model. See, executive education is every CEO's strategic program. Almost all the CEOs in the world go keep visiting business schools. Maybe in US is a very mandatory. That's why this education is going like anything. Wharton, Kellogg, Stanford, Harvard. What they don't recruit freshers. They go for higher management people. Clear? So every CEO is a mandatory that they should keep on visiting and updating us. In our country, we have started in a very small way. So that's why we are doing it. Okay? And these executive programs are all designed to help overcome the constraint of an exam. Okay? Nowhere, anywhere in the world, importance is given for knowledge delivery than knowledge testing. Testing is more prominent in undergraduate level. Okay? Here it is delivery and assimilation and your confidence, how you grow. Okay? So, again coming back to the fundamental problem, think yourself as a CEO. then sit in the class. Clear? Point is noted. Unless you have your own company in mind, you don't understand why I am talking about balanced scorecard. Correct? Your company may not allow you to do balanced scorecard, but at least in your dream company, at least you can have balanced scorecard. Clear? New product introduction. You introduce in your own dream company. Nobody prevents. So coming back to simple day-to-day operational support. What is management? We are all management professionals. We claim we are management students, correct? Executive management. What is management? Simple definition. Management is simply a process of designing and maintaining, mark this word, an environment in which individuals working together in groups efficiently accomplish activities. I'll share this presentation with you. Okay, you need not So what I mean, basically, the purpose of the management is to create an environment. How many of us know what environment is? No, environment. So I just want to demonstrate that. What is that? The place where we platform. It's an analogy for an organization. Okay? This is A380 bus, Airbus latest model. Compare this as an organization. It has to run, it has to fly. Clear? Now, just look at the complexities in an organization. How complex it is. There will be stakeholders, correct? In an organization, customers will be there, employees will be there, shareholders will be there, partners will be there, suppliers will be there, communities will be there, government, others. So many people get involved in an organization at a core. In the periphery, there will be structure, process, location, people, resources, technology. So many things will come around the organization. This is the ecosystem. Understood? All this ecosystem is going to impinge upon that organization. For aircraft, temperature, air, correct? So many ecosystem, fog is there, is aircraft cannot take off, as simple as. It's a bad environment for an aircraft. Similarly, market fluctuations are bad for companies. Yeah? Now, having understood environment, what is this? Cockpit view of a same aircraft. So all such a complex aircraft is controlled by one console here and one pilot. And imagine, so much is the power. A CEO is supposed to now have this vision because he is guiding so many employees in the organization. He has to have a cockpit view as a management. So control should be good. Now look at the component of your aircraft. Fuselage is there, rudder is there, avionics is there, correct? Like that in the organization also, there are a lot of subdivisions in organization. Yeah? So a CEO, what he has to do, being in the cockpit, first he should know how to manage himself. Yeah? CEO should manage himself first. Then he should manage other people next, because unless his life is proper, he can't create other people, because he will be a nuisance for others. Then managing the specialist department, he will be a specialist in only one department. He can't be a specialist for all the departments. He should be a thorough authority on one subject. But at the same time, he may be a specialist in one function, but he should know how the business runs. This was the training a CEO must have to run such a complex. What is this? The aircraft can't run on its own. Only a cockpit also will not help. He needs a control tower. Clear? All of you are aware of this, how the ecosystem of an airport works. Control tower is as important as the pilot. If the control tower is bad, the pilot can't, God help the pilot. Is not so. So what I am doing is, look at the control tower for an organization. Again, so many people control you. Being a CEO, you are not left free. So many stakeholders will come in your way of operations. Just imagine, this is management. I am giving a big picture of the management. Clear? What are the three tools of a management? What are the goals of a manager? Always we talk about three words. No? Wherever you go, we talk about only these three. Increase the productivity, increase your effectiveness, increase the efficiency. Mantras, wherever you go. Now, let's understand. What is productivity? Output divided by input. Correct? Is a ratio. Output divided by. How this value will increase? How the ratio will increase its value? 1. By increasing the output, keeping the input same, or decreasing the input, maintaining the same output, or increasing the output and decreasing the input will change the ratio of your. Broadly available. Is not so? These are the tools available to any manager, that's all. Input, output, how you manage the input output. Now, this is where no effectiveness and efficiency will come. Effectiveness is the achievement of objectives. Efficiency is how minimal effort you can do it. But everyone asks you to be effective. I want to note that. Correct? Your commitment, meeting the commitment is your. So basically it will be about setting goals, clarifying the goals to your thinking. Most of the manager job is this one only. Setting the goals, explaining the goals. Clear? You have come to this conclusion, no? You have to make a way. You could have not come to this course, sat here today, or you could have gone to MG Road, Brigade Road. Choice was always there for you. You could have chosen. Here, like most of the friends. So you are going to make your own way. You have come here because you know which way you want to. And I tell you, there is nothing like this. See this cartoon? This is an MBA person explaining his boss something here, now all the process. Then he says, then a miracle occurs, then something will happen. Will anybody buy that argument? Correct? See, if I go to temple and pray, that is different. But in the organization, no, nobody will tell you, you make one puja and the things with the customer will come and hug you. Yeah. So we don't believe in some shortcuts. In other words, miracles don't happen. It's a tedious work. I'm going to concentrate now on this gap theory which our chairman was talking. Correct? Gap. Why you are coming here? What you should do? Gap. The gap is like this. MBA skill gap, most needed things are high need for strengthening these attributes. Leadership skills. Then written communication, very, very important. The higher you go, the better in written communication because you can't talk to each and every employee. Clear? Oral communication, how you can articulate your views. These are the skills that which you should develop as long as you are in this. That's why Janardhan's point is taken. Assignments, do write your. I know, I have seen many people, top people, committing simple grammatical errors. But give us a scope to correct and tell you what it is. Because you are our family friend. You are not a boss here, to cut your promotion. Clear? Do as many mistakes as possible within the classroom amongst your friends. Opportunity, In your office, you will be laughing stock. So again, you would like to develop these things. Leadership, the ability to make decisions with imperfect information. Please mark this word. the higher and higher you go, the environment keeps on changing so much, you have to take decisions with imperfect information. If every information is fed to you like input output, the computer will take a decision. That's why CEOs are hired and fired only because they are also like all of us, mortals, they don't know much about it. Something they just take a decision and something will happen. If it happens, well. But you are supposed to nurture this talent. This is called intuitiveness. If you go through the subjects, you can develop intuitiveness. Intuition, you have heard, no? Intuition? How intuition will come? It will be working in the back of your mind. There is no direct solution. But what is stored inside will help you. At that point, but if something is not there, definitely it will not come. The prerequisite for intuition is knowledge about that subject. Similarly, improve your interpersonal skills. Make friends amongst all of them. Choose a buddy. Correct? We have the buddy system. No? Choose one or two people, buddies. No? He will motivate you. When you are bad, he will call you. And interpersonal skills is very important. And initiative and risk taking ability. They already taken the risk here. Okay? Risk taking. The written communication. Right. Okay? Right. More you write and submit to us, better for you. Because our faculties are paid for that. Our faculties are paid to correct you, not to teach you. Because we can't teach you. Let me be very frank with you. Already your minds are set. The hard disk is already almost full. Clear? Nothing is there to pump in. The only thing is now we have to decongest it, okay, delete something and then I can add. So, what we can do is we can correct in a confident approach. Nobody is going to cut a promotion if you do a mistake here. Be full. And employers look for eagerness, correct? When you pass out of the course, are you eager? Are you energetic? Similarly, we have to find out whether you are going to have what is called agility. Eagerness and agility is very, very important if you want to go. So I will skip all these things and then I am coming to the big picture. More or less all of you are clear now that management education is a prerequisite if you want to become a modern day leader. Earlier days, Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, they did not do MBA, but they were leaders because that was a different set of situations. Nowadays, we have an economist as a prime minister. Manmohan Singh became prime minister like us only, he was a bureaucrat working like us. He is like us only, bureaucrat. He worked through his ranks, became the RBI governor. Finally, when the opportunity came, he was elevated to the prime minister and he was continued to be prime minister unchallenged for so many years. Which so many other starlets could not do. He is a professor. Can you imagine a professor becoming a prime minister? Yeah. And I don't think anybody has made a great speech or anything in his life. Correct? This is achieved. He is running a 1 billion organization. So, are you all convinced now that management education is a must? Yes? Yes or no? Yes. So that makes one reason for all of you to be here. Next, let us look back and find out how we have developed ourselves till now. I talk about the hard disk. This is the hard disk. Okay? What has happened to this hard disk? Everyone has got a hard disk, brain. Okay? Everyone of us has a brain. Okay? See, education is illiterate. What is illiterate? Earlier, if you were able to sign, you were illiterate. Illiterate, correct? If you are unable to sign, illiterate. But look at the definition, modern definition. Tomorrow's illiterate will not be the one who cannot read or write. He will be the man who has not learned how to learn. Because because so much of technology is happening. Suddenly new application will come, Facebook will come. Nobody will come and teach you how to use a Facebook, but you learn how to do it. You know, so there's no training school. No? Similarly like that, you learn, you should know how to learn. Yeah? Learn how to learn. So what all happened with us when you were a kid, no? Somebody taught you like this, correct? Go to your classroom, primary middle school. This was the method. Some teacher used to teach you. In secondary education, they did not come near you, they taught you in the board. No time, no, come and talk. Then when you come to college, no board also. Some lecturer will come and give a lecture and go. Therefore, they are called lecturers. Now, when it comes to adult education, no, not even teaching. You facilitate a group of people to interact at school. You facilitate. We call our professors as instructors here, not professors. Clear? But why you are sitting here is because of this. What is this? See, today he came, Janardhan, all the way. He is a peer-to-peer learning. These things are not possible in BA, BCom, BSc, MBA. Regular MBA class, they don't have. Correct? Same AP Birla MBA course is there, but this thing cannot happen there. You are unique. Message is clear to you? Peer-to-peer learning, group learning is what should happen. So more and more you interact amongst your people. We have very senior executive amongst us. He can be an input. Correct? He can give you modern input. Correct? So that is where we want to encourage peer-to-peer learning, and education should become international. Clear? No longer domestic. Similarly, this was C.K. Prahalad's model. Our chairman was telling now. C.K. Prahalad, who expired last year. This is the model he has given for India's development. Fortune is at the bottom of the pyramid. More is to be done here, not there. If you want to float a company, keep this model and work for masses. So I'm just giving you some tidbits. People will come and usually ask me, is it a degree? Is it a diploma? Is it a PG? Is it recognized? Is it unrecognized? Who will care for me afterwards? AICT, UGC, Harvard, Stanford, so many questions they will ask. The lights. It's not so. So I just wanted to give you a small tip. See, this university education has come fairly recently only. How many years old? 500 years. As recently, but human knowledge is there for years to be, millions. Correct? So this is the oldest university is in Bologna, Italy. Some general knowledge they will give you. Yeah? So at that time universities were like this. What I am doing, diplomas used to be put on sheepskin. Certificates like that. What I am telling all of you, don't think about somebody evaluating you, you evaluate yourself. Stop hiding behind degrees. I can give you, even if you have the biggest degree, correct, by showing your degree, will a customer will come and join you? It's a entry to only HR people, that's all. HR people will ask you. If you are going for a mass recruitment, then don't join PGM. Because mass recruitment, they will go for these things. You should go for individual recruitment, then they will have you that. Clear? That's where you have to distinguish between PGMP and AICT, UGC. Clear? So follow the. People say no time, no time, no time. Second question. Correct? Can anybody tell me what is time?
Yes, have a great weekend. Tomorrow classes are there, isn't it? Yes, sir.
What is time? Huh? Okay, let me ask you a simple question. When time started? When we started measuring it. I just wanted to, because I don't want to make it a professor of management talking. I just wanted to diagnose it. All of you must be familiar with this diagram. How many of you have seen this diagram earlier? Somewhere in ancient, because this is the picture that won the Nobel Prize 4 years back. This picture in physics. See, this is a black body radiation, which they proved the universe itself is a black body radiation. It all started with the Big Bang. Okay, how many years back? 13.7 billion years back. Then a gas cloud happened. It consolidated. Then it became galaxies, stars. Then elements started, iron, calcium, potassium, which we are all made up of, started somewhere in the stars. Finally, we are here somewhere here, sitting in Bharati Vidya Bhavan. Here. Okay, today. That means you have a legacy of 13.7 billion years of the material which you are made up of. You are made up of material, you know, all of you agree? Yes. You are made up of water, elements. We eat vegetables, means we eat for calcium, potassium, drink milk with what doctor says, calcium in it. So all these things were happening somewhere in this course of year. So when we are talking about such a big time span, what is 52 decades? Our director was telling you about in one lifetime. I am telling you a much bigger picture. Your life has started somewhere here. Had it not happened here, all these things would not happen and you would not have reached here. Is it not a wonderful journey? You are not aware. Okay, how many of you can tell how old is this earth on which we are all standing, sitting? Any idea? Your agriculturist know. How old is earth? Huh? On which you are sitting. At least you should have that question come to you any time. The question itself has not come to you. How it is. It happens somewhere here, 50%. 5 million. I am talking, why I am telling you, don't see time is in your mind, exactly. Time is not in your calendar. 2011, 2012 is not the time. Time is in your mind. Yeah? So I will not accept any excuse, I don't have time. Because if you keep on accepting that, then it will be a stretchable program. So we want to have a starting date and an ending date. You want to come back, like Janardhan, you can come back later. But do the things within the time. Bit of Gnan you got about time. This is the time machine which has been going on. Clear? Now who are they? How many of you can identify that? Raise your hands. All the four. You are able to. Apart from him, all the four, anyone? Nobody else? All the three? Three. Who are they?
Carl Sagan, Newton, then Einstein.
The person who is credited with management by objectives and all these things, he did a lot of things. In fact, why I am remembering that, bringing him into the picture now, you are all knowledge workers. See what he told about productivity, I talked about. Productivity you can improve only through knowledge worker. There is a limited capacity for machines. For example, that machine which is recording has got a limited potential, 2 hours it can record, afterwards it will stop. But human mind won't stop. Okay? You have unlimited potential. He said improve productivity, improve human knowledge, improve knowledge worker, the factories will improve. No longer don't push the machines, push the thinking. In fact, IBM, what is the slogan? Think. That's all. We are supposed to be thinkers. That's why I am showing you this. Keep this as gurus. Take a printout of these people and keep it in your desk. Peter Drucker, he is Warren Buffett. Because why money? We are all here to make money only. Simple. He is the man who has shown how to make money in a very nice way. Right? So, he is there. C.K. Prahalad, because our own Indian guru. Indians have also contributed. What I want to send a message is, management is not alien, it is not only in Harvard, Stanford, Wharton. People from India have gone and done the work there. And this is, everybody knows. Albert Einstein, genius of the whole world. Just included him because I am a physicist. I just wanted to include my, because he has managed a big project, biggest project in the world. What was that? Atom bomb. Because he made a letter to make the atom bomb. But apart from that, he is a genius. That's why we are including him in management. Okay, then we will discuss all these things coming to it. Clear? Now all of you are clear that management education is not a waste of time. Clear? Is it a waste of time? Anybody waste of time? If you have dream of becoming a leader, if you don't have dreams, if you have dreams to become a CEO, now I will run through the whole thing. Now that was the stage which I wanted to set. Everyone is clear that every week you should come religiously. When Ramesh sends a timetable, correct? Ramesh will send a timetable religiously every Wednesday. Yes, sir. Honor the timetable. Why? Because you are honoring yourself. Okay? Because this is not a. We are also serious about our future as a course. You should be serious about individual future. Are you serious about your future? Ask that question. Am I serious about my future? Yourself. If you are serious about your future, then our cooperation will automatically will come. Correct, Ramesh?
Yes, sir.
As I told you now, the whole time we are spending here is on the first day itself to pump and energize you. That you should cooperate with us to derive the best out of the. Yeah. The rest of the things, I think we have already discussed these things. Just a quick recap about how the program will go on. Correct, Ramesh? What are the things? Why what happens in PGMP? Our past students have explained to you everything. See, we want to be as a knowledge hub here. Okay? Is that knowledge hub? So 1 year is our goal, as our secretary was telling. Beyond 1 year, fatigue will come. Clear? People will ask, degree, MBA, 2 year, full time. I don't think anybody can do that because the drop rate for MBA is very high in correspondence education. In correspondence education, very high drop rate. Because Aramba Shuratva, initially they will go and pay the fees, afterwards no company. Here company is there to come back to you again and again. Difference is simple, it's not even thinking. So 1 year we want to complete the whole thing. We feel even in 1 year reputation will come. We are correct. 20 subjects is only for number sake. Jonathan, correct? 10 subjects are the core subjects. We are going to expand that. Number game is different. Content is depth of knowledge. Somebody asked you, 20. Don't count like that. It's not a bus route, no. This is a knowledge. Okay? Knowledge you cannot just quantify just like that. Actually, knowledge is one. Only we have subdivided the knowledge into physics, chemistry, mathematics. So 1 year. So what we have done, this is important concept. People will ask, I want to be in HR. Correct? Why I should study finance? Okay? I want to be in finance. I want to be in marketing. Why? Clear? So what we have done is, if you are HR, you go HR higher, HR manager, HR general manager, HR director. That's all. Limited opportunity. Okay. If you start in finance, finance manager, finance DGM, finance GM, finance director, marketing manager, marketing DGM, marketing GM. But when you get promoted is only when you move from one domain to another. Change of perspective. Change. Only if you can change you have power. Otherwise you are stuck. Clear? So you should be able to change. That is why we are insisting on all of you to do all the things. If time comes, you should change like a chameleon. No, you should change your colors. And business development is nothing but integration of all these things. Clear? All the three, if you combine, you get business. That's why we are raising the bar. We are raising the bar. How? How we are raising the bar? At foundation level, we teach you these 4 subjects. Economics, because you should know demand and supply. You should know quantitative techniques. You should know organizational behavior, human resource management, accounting for managers, fundamentals of marketing, fundamentals of finance and business. Each is given 30 hours. Clear? Next. Advanced level, we got financial management, financial markets and institutions, business policy and cost management, investment and risk management, and mergers and acquisitions. This will be 20 hours. So similarly, marketing management, consumer behavior, industrial marketing, services marketing, international marketing, 20 each. HR, international HRM, performance and compensation management, applied labor laws, and organizational development. Okay, now we have made it into 3-3 because 4 was too much, so made it into 3. Clear? This is the structure of it. So, we, as Janardhan was telling, our course will not be only about lectures. Clear? There will be group work, there will be case analysis, there will be conceptual exercises, there will be application exercises, quizzes, and small project. Subject wise. Yeah? This is the structure. And this is the profile of the people who joined the earlier batch. Who all have joined earlier till now. Most of the people are in the age bracket of 40 to 30. As Janardhan was telling now. You are in that group. Next one is about the qualification. What type of people have joined the batch earlier? We had a PhD scholar with us in Germany. We had a doctor. We had MTechs. We had MScs. We have MAs. We have BEs, the largest chunk here. More than 70% are BE. Then chartered accountants joined this group. Farmers, BA, BSc, BCom, Clear? All the people have joined this group. Similarly, IT is the major contributor. IT and manufacturing are the major segments who have taken the benefit of this course. This is a chart for 250 people. Coming to the final, keep this as a picture in front of you. I'm giving you pictures because better to grasp it. It's just like this, no plant. It has got a subsoil. Right? You can't see the roots, no? You can see the shoots over here. You don't see the roots of a plant. A lot of things are hidden. You can see something above. Similarly, BJP is like this. See? We are going to give you the core subjects in HR, finance and marketing underground. This is for the 6 months. You don't know how, as something, not tempo, how it will start. It starts slow, but it will become fast. So that's why these are the nutrients. Marketing also you know, HR also you know, and also know finance. You have to do tests, imperative, correct? You have to test you. You have to do assignments. Finally, you will get a one certificate. Okay? That is not the goal. Certificate is not the goal. Tip is you all should become entrepreneurs. Certificate is a byproduct. We give so much of knowledge to you. No? Tomorrow, if you start something, you should be able to manage it. That is the dream of it. Okay? Don't confine yourself to become a team leader, manager. Yeah? Is this picture clear to you? Keep this as a final picture. And this is the certificate you get at the end of the day. That so and so has completed 1 year. You don't say part-time, full-time. 1 year postgraduate executive management program. Why we are calling it as a program? Because it is not a diploma nor a degree. Because a 1 year course, and IIMs and other companies, institutions, they call as their programs as programs. Clear? This is what you get. So we will discuss these things later. Okay? Now you are comfortable with your objective of coming to this class, coming to this course, and what this course is about. Go through this cycle. People have done it. Let us see how it will shape first. Okay? We'll continue in the future. I will be coming and meeting you often. There will be professors who will come and interact with these individual subjects. As I have repeatedly told, the rule now is that only myself and Ramesh know why each one of you have come in. I am giving you a very clear-cut idea. Why Asha is coming, why Ram is coming, I know. He may be, seemingly, he may be like out of box. But I know why he is sitting. There is no need for him to sit at 32 years of age to come and sit. But he has expressed a need. He said, you are welcome. You are not alone. We have people from 58 years, we have 55 years, we have 60 years, architect. Sir, nobody is admitting me to any college, but I want to do this. What to do? I went to IIM, they never allowed me. They told me to write CAT math examples. See, that's for filtering the people. But, okay, selection should be different. Clear? So, all of you have been admitted with a fond affection and love that we can make a difference to all of you. You got the message? We want to make a difference in your life, not for any other thing. But cooperation for administrator and the program director will help you to take it to higher. Fine. Now I have spoken enough of this for today.